Come on in and thumbs up the video. Oh. Hey. Hey, love. How are you? Thank you. Thank you. Hey, y'all. Hey, Darnell. What's up? Y'all thumbs up the video when you come in, please. I'm in the same parking lot where we had the police action the other day, y'all. You in here dancing? Hey. What's cracking? Thumbs up, thumbs up. Come on, y'all. Get those thumbs up for me. Unless YouTube playing, because you know they like to do that. Thank you. I was thinking about going out tonight and shaking a tail feather. I don't know. I am looking awful cute. I mean, it would be terrible to waste all this cuteness just sitting indoors, but I don't know. I'm thinking about it. We'll see. Hey. Thumbs up, everybody. Um, so I was thinking about doing a reading today, and I was like, I just really don't feel like draining my energy because, I just did this thing with the DA and with my son, and I'm getting ready to go to court about that and all that. And of course, I went in there and broke down like a big ass baby. But I told whatever. I told gave the impact and statement and all that shit. So whatever. Anyways, I just really didn't want to drain my energy any more than what it's already have been. Um, but yeah, I wanted to talk about some stuff because I've been seeing some really disturbing things, and I feel like it's a lot of things happening under our noses that aren't really being discussed in a major like type of way, and I feel like it really needs to be. Okay. Um so the first thing I want to address is I don't know if you ladies have heard, but there is this game that's going viral. It's already been blocked in like the UK and I think Germany. But basically, I'm gonna give you a rundown what the game is. I forgot the name of it. I just seen the video earlier. Oh, that baby is so cute. I just seen the video earlier. But there's a game where as if it can't get any worse, right? Where basically the narrative of the game, or the foresight of the game, is some boy is pissed off at his mom because she broke up with his dad, and he wants to get even with his mother for breaking up his family. So he can either choose to go around graping random women, or he can get his revenge by graping his mother first and then dominating women all over, the world. The more women you grape, the more points you get, and that is basically the gist of the game. You just go around graping. um I have seen a lot of UK women, and also um women from Germany, breaking down, crying, talking about how disgusting this game is and how they're petitioning to get the game canceled completely, because it's not completely canceled. It's only canceled in certain places. Of course, not here in the United States. Like, nothing that's bad for everybody here is not canceled, like all the shit they're putting in our food. um I just, I don't know if anybody's talking about it, but I just want to give my disclaimer that I am gonna go, and I'm gonna fill out whatever needs to be filled out to get this game banned here in the US, and I suggest that all you ladies do the same thing, and get the game banned. But it's going viral right now. I mean, if probably as soon as you get off this live with me, you're gonna see a video about it. It's going viral. I forgot the name of the game, but um it's I've done so many readings on the manosphere, and the red pill community, and the male, the XYs against the XXs, and what is to become of all of this stuff. And I just want to give my foresight on what I think is happening. You guys know that I grew up in Christianity, and I told you guys what I believe. It doesn't necessarily make it true, but what I believe the Bible is trying to tell us when it comes to certain things. When it talks about Christ being persecuted and um, you know uh, uh, executed, and everything like that, I personally believe that it is speaking about melanated women. I just Every sign is pointing to that to me. Okay, when I go, even when I look in the Bible dictionary and I look in the concordance and I break things down to its originality and where it comes from, all signs point to melanated women. All signs point to Christ is the woman being basically crucified in the earth. And I see it as melanated women. Now, don't get me wrong, all women are definitely being, look, we got a long way to go. We got a long way to go before women are liberated. But in particular, when it talks about the Christ character, okay, and I'm calling it a character because I can't prove whether this person ever walked the earth or existed or whatever. There's so many different scientists that argue about what type of genes this character had. Was it a woman? Was it a man? Did it exist? Did it not exist? Was it made up? Was it not made up? I'm not going to go through all of that. I'm going by strictly what the book says. It sounds to me like it's talking about black women. Okay. Another thing that I want to speak about is I believe that we're at a time, and I have said this before on this platform, but I feel like right now it's needed for me to say it again and to say it with my chest for the people in the back. Every woman, if you reside in the US of A, and even if you live in another continent or country or whatever, where they allow you to carry a weapon, you need to have one. And even if at the bare minimum you have mace or pepper spray, or I wouldn't even say a knife, because you have to be in close proximity to somebody to use that, but that's better than nothing. I think that all women should be at a point where we're being extra protective over ourselves right now, because before all of these reckonings happen where spirit is going to persecute. You guys saw the video that I did where it said that karma was coming for the XYs, for the red pill stuff and all that. Just know this. I don't care where you look, what literature you look in. You can look in the Bible, you can look in the Quran, you can look wherever you want. Before the universe comes and destroys anything, be it a group of people, be it a land, be it whatever, there's always violence amongst the people. And you guys need to make sure that you're paying and I know a lot of people here are not religious. There's some people that don't practice the Bible and don't know what's in it, and that's just not their belief system, and that's fine. But regardless to whatever your belief system is, whether you believe it or not, one thing I can say is this. I do believe that definitely the information in there has been tampered with, but there's a lot of things that we can't deny that are there, that are happening. And I don't care what background or religion you practice. It just is what it is. Okay? It's obvious. So ladies, I've said this to you before. Make sure you got something, okay? Whether it be a blicky. I don't know if y'all can see it. I don't really want to show it on camera. But I definitely need you all to be having something on your person that can keep you protected. Because before we see any type of doing away of all this terrible rhetoric and behavior that's happening amongst these men, this situation is going to get worse before it gets better. It is. Okay? It is. We're going to see the violence amping up. This has come out in many of the readings. I've been doing readings on this for 3 years now. It keeps coming out over and over and over again. It keeps showing that these men are going to get more and more violent. They're going to get more. The more that women liberate, the more these men are going to get upset. And of course, we are not talking about all men, okay? Please don't be ignorant, guys, okay? We're talking about the collective. We're talking about most, okay? They are going to amp up this energy, okay? And we have to be very, very, very careful, lady. We have to stay diligent. We have to make sure we're being wise. You have to keep your head on the swivel. You have to watch and pay attention to everything happening around you. And we have to stop walking around pretending like nothing's happening, okay? We have to stop doing that. Another thing I would like to talk about is this so-called last days situation that we have going on here. You know, this isn't the first time that everybody has amped up and said that this was like, even in the Bible, there were people that were like, oh, this is the last days, Christ is coming back. Like I told you guys, when it comes to all this end of the world stuff, I just don't scare easy when it comes to shit like this. Okay, I don't scare easy. Doomsday and the end of the world and all that shit don't scare me, because I feel like I welcome the shit. Okay, like I welcome it. Personally, I welcome it. I welcome the end of the world. I welcome all. The only thing I don't welcome is the return of Christ, because they say when homeboy come back, it's about to be a problem. Okay, if homeboy is gonna be dripped from head to toe with blood on him, I don't know what that means. Okay, so I'm cool on that. But what I'm going to say is this: if you're one of those people who walk around and you scare easy, you're one of those people who panic, you panic buy and you panic move and you panic sell and you panic this and you panic that, please get out of the habit of doing that. Get out of the habit of doing that, okay? If the end of the world is coming, there is nothing that any of us can do about it. If an alien is going to invade this bitch, there is nothing that any of us can do about it. I hope they land in my yard, because I'm going to go outside and be like, what's good? What y'all got going on? Because these humans be on some bullshit, okay? Just saying. That would be my approach. If an alien ship lands in my yard, I'm going out there to talk to them motherfuckers. I want to know what they want, and if it's reasonable, how can I help? Okay? Because what I see happening here on this earth amongst these so-called humans, and I say so-called because I just don't know no more, okay? I don't know who some of these motherfuckers is, okay? I'm convinced they ain't human, but I don't know what they is, okay? I like to call them NPCs, but that's some made-up shit that just happened recently, too. So I don't know what the fuck they are. Definitely, though, if you have not seen my videos pertaining to the different bloodlines and how us people got here, and listen, that whole thing where people say, oh, we're all human, we're all one, we all have one God and we're under one authority and one this and one that, bullshit. If we were all one, you wouldn't have all these different bloodlines and these different positivities and negativities of bloods and blood types and skin tones and all that shit, whatever, languages and all that. We are not one. We are not, and ain't nobody gonna convince me that we fucking one. Nobody is going to convince me that we are one. Nobody is going to convince me that there's one God. When they in Genesis, it said, come, let us create man in our image, plural. Us and our is plural. That's more than one. So what the fuck ever, okay? If that's what y'all want to believe, fine, cool, have at it, okay? I ain't gonna argue with you. I don't give a damn. I'm just telling you what I think, okay? It was something else. I should have wrote this shit down. It was something else I wanted to talk to y'all about. I forgot what the fuck it was, though. I really just want to say, because I am going to pull a couple cards for y'all or whatever, because I know, this is the tarot channel, duh. I just wanted to get out of my system that first and foremost, we really, especially us ladies, especially the younger generation of ladies, I know that sometimes when I get on certain social media platforms like TikTok and stuff like that, I see some of the young ladies getting pissed off at old women, saying like, oh, older women, y'all jealous of us and da 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 da. Well, first of all, we look better than a lot of y'all, so stop playing. Just saying. Okay, women from my generation look fucking great. We're aging like fine wine. Some of y'all young girls, I don't know what the fuck is in the water or the milk, but child, whatever. Okay, so I doubt if it's jealousy. But I can't speak for all of older women. I'm going to speak for myself, okay? And I'm not that old, but I'm older. So I'm going to say this. If there is an older woman that is wasting her time getting up on social media to tell you something about a particular situation or a particular type of people that she's dealt with, please know that that woman is trying her best to warn you of something, because she knows something that you don't know. She may not be telling you what it is, but she knows something that you don't know. And you can call it whatever you want to call a young sister, but I promise you, all of us have been all of you 19, 20, 21, 22, 23-year olds, we have been your age before. Let me tell you guys a little story. My mother, well, first of all, I left home when I was 15 going on 16. I left home like a week before my 16th birthday. I went and stayed with my dad down in Georgia. I'm from New York. And I stayed with my dad for about 8 months. I turned 16. I stayed with him for about 8 months. But in the state of Georgia, the age of accountability is 16. So meaning you can date whoever you want. He can be 50. And you're 16 in Georgia. They say that you're allowed to do that. If you want to pack up your things and leave home at 16 in Georgia, you can do that. You can go and get your own apartment and all that. You don't need to be 18 in Georgia. The age of accountability in Georgia is 16. You can go and get an apartment, all that shit. So, anywho, my dad was with this really, really evil, wicked woman who lied on me and said I called her a bitch when I didn't. I should have, but I didn't. And I got kicked out of the house. He called the cops and he told them that I had to go. And because I was 16, they were like, okay, he don't want you here, so you gotta go. And I ended up with my two oldest children's father. Now, though the age of accountability is 16, that doesn't mean that everything else for you is legal in the state of Georgia. And I couldn't buy alcohol. I couldn't buy, tobacco products. I couldn't do, of course I could buy weed because, who can't, right? A 5-year-old can buy weed. You just got to know the right dealer. So when I got with this guy, he was 21 and he, of course, was able to go and buy any and everything that could create a bad habit for me. Now, mind you, at that time, I was an AB student. I wanted to be a doctor. My plan was to go to the military and I was going to let the military pay for my doctorate degree. I didn't know what type of doctor I wanted to be. I just know I wanted to help people. I wanted to save people. By the time I turned 17 and I found out my mom was sick when my grandmother called me and told me my mother had 6 months to live, I was 17 years old, but lo and behold, I was pregnant. So I went home and my first mind told me, do not have this child. You have a plan. Go through with your plan. At the time, I did not know anything about spirituality. The only thing that I knew was God and the Bible. I didn't know anything about nothing else. That's all I knew. God and the Bible. I didn't know nothing. So I'm 17 years old. I'm pregnant with this kid. I already scheduled the appointment. As soon as the lady came in the room and told me your pregnancy test came out positive, I was like, oh, okay, let's just go ahead and schedule that termination and we gonna keep it pushing. Now, mind you, my mom is sick. So I went home. My mom asked me what happened. I lied and I told her, oh yeah, the pregnancy was negative. I'm cool. Later on that night, I'm making dinner for my mom. She's sitting in the kitchen at the table. And I'm in there cooking. I don't remember what it was I was cooking at the time. Whatever the hell she had asked for, I was cooking it. And she said, don't kill my grandbaby. And I was like, huh? You know how you try to play it off like, girl, quit tripping. And she said it again, but this time she specified. She said, don't kill my grandson. Now, mind you, I was 5 weeks pregnant. So the doctors didn't even know who I was pregnant with. Okay? So, basically, my mom passed away. I was 4 months into my pregnancy. My mom passed away. We had her funeral and everything like that. Everybody had already guilted me into keeping him. My mom, and then you can't lie to a dying lady. I was like, well, I guess I'll keep it, whatever, since everybody want to guilt me into it. And then before I could breathe hard enough, I was pregnant again. But let me tell you what this guy was doing. By this time, oh God. Okay, so he came to New York with me when I was pregnant. And while I was there, I found out he was sleeping with the girl, one of the girls that I went to high school with. She was supposedly one of my best friends at the time. I had a guy best friend and a girl best friend. She was one of them. She was the girl. He was sleeping with her. He was sleeping with the girl down the street. I found out later, some years later, that he was fucking my cousin. This dude was just running circles around me. But mind you, I got with him when I was 16. I didn't know anything about red flags. I didn't know anything about narcissists. I didn't know anything about abuse. I didn't know anything about none of that shit. I didn't know what to look. If he told me he was going to the store and he took 2 hours to go to the store and he came back and he was like, yeah, I got chased by a dog. I had to run through the alley and I jumped over a car and then I hid in a garbage can for an hour. I believed him. I didn't know any better. Whatever he said sounded like, well, okay, that sounded like, yeah, that could happen. I didn't know that there was a such thing as manipulation. I didn't know there was a such thing as running game. I didn't know there was a such thing as being naive. I didn't know. I was street smart, but relationship smart, nothing. I had nothing, okay? So I ended up pregnant with my second oldest son. When he had took my baby and went to Ohio, I was gonna leave him with my baby at first. I was gonna leave him with his dad because I'm like, the fuck am I supposed to do with a baby, right? Okay, I'm 18, I have this kid. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Him and his dad, you know, he was staying with his dad. His dad was stable. His dad had a really, really great job working for Chrysler. He was getting ready to start working at Chrysler, and I didn't want to be with his ass no more. So I was like, fuck it. I'm going to leave the little boy with his daddy. Like, what? It made sense to me. Shit made sense to me. But guess what? My fast ass couldn't keep my legs closed. So I ended up pregnant by him again. So I go to Ohio, and I'm there in Ohio with him, and I'm pregnant with his second child. Now, while I'm pregnant, but I don't know I'm pregnant, he's sleeping with the girl next door. He's sleeping with a white girl that works at the gas station. He's sleeping with everybody. Okay? Them the people I caught him sleeping with. Who the fuck knows else who he was fucking? I don't know. Okay? Because like I said, I still wasn't sharp with it. Like, there were certain little things I could pick up on. Like, I had started, you know, my intuition started, you know, picking up on certain stuff like, oh, this nigga lying. Oh, this nigga doing this. Oh, this nigga doing that. But the way he got caught with the girl that I actually left him for is my neighbor told me. My neighbor said, hey, I saw this lady driving your car. And I'm like, what? She was like, yeah, this white girl was driving your car. Now, our car was very distinctive. It had these special kind of rims on it. It looked a certain type of way. So you really couldn't mistake our vehicle for somebody else's. So I believed my neighbor when they told me. And a friend girl of mine had got a job up the street at the gas station. Excuse me. And her first day of work, she gets off work and she was like, bitch, get in the car. I'm outside. I'm like, what? She's like, I told you. Bitch, get in the car. I told you. I'm big 8 months pregnant with this second child. I hop in the backseat of her husband's Cadillac, and he commits to driving towards the gas. Now, mind you, they still ain't told me what the fuck is going on. So I'm sitting in the backseat. I'm over there bobbing my head to the music. I'm like, bitch, where is we going? She's like, I'm finna show you. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I'm bobbing to the music. We get to the gas station. We stop at the light because there's a light there, but you can see the gas station right there across. And she was like, there he go right there. There he go right there. And there go the bitch. So I lean and I look and I'm like, and I see, sure enough, this white girl hop in the car with him, lean over and kiss him. And then I see them pulling off. And I was like, oh, follow that car. So he follows the car. And he keeps driving all over the place. And so finally he pulls over at a 7-Eleven gas station. I hopped out the damn Cadillac before her husband could even put the brakes on. I'm already out walking. I'm walking towards the car. I hop out. I done snatched my friend girl's cigarette out her mouth and put it in my mouth. I'm holding it in my mouth because I'm like, I'm finna burn somebody up in this bitch. Like, I'm premeditating shit while I'm walking to the car. So I hop in the back seat. I don't know why he had the door open with his dumb ass. I hop in the back seat, but when I hop in the back seat, now mind you, I'm big 8 months pregnant, right? Not huge, because I'm not a big lady, so I didn't carry really large babies. But I'm big. I'm 8 months. So when I sit down, I'm sitting with one of my legs still sitting outside the car. So I started questioning him. I'm like, yo, like, what's up? Like, this what you doing? This what you doing? No, baby, this just my friend. She had asked me for a ride. And she was like, your friend. And then she started trying to argue with him. And I was like, hey, look, homegirl. I was like, can you get out this car and let me talk to my baby daddy? Now, mind you, y'all, I had just spent my last monies for because they made me quit working at 8 months. I took the last of my pay and I paid 2 months on our car note and I paid 2 months on our rent. I know, back in the day, such a great time, wasn't it? We had so much money back then. But I took my last money because I'm thinking, okay, he can hold it down until I get back to work from, you know what I'm saying, having a baby, which is, I don't know how long, right? So the girl turned around. She's sitting in the passenger seat. I'm sitting behind him. She turned around and said, I'm not going anywhere. And so I politely took the cigarette out of my mouth, probably puffed it a couple of times. I was so stressed out, I don't remember. And I smashed it in her face, and I commenced to wrapping her hair around my hands, and I beat the living shit out of that bitch. While I'm beating her up, he jumps out of the fucking car and starts smashing my leg in the car door. Now, mind you, I'm 8 months pregnant with his baby. Now, at the time, I didn't know that she was 8 months pregnant too. Okay? I didn't know. All I know is I seen her in the front seat, wasn't looking up, trying to see what was going on with her stomach or nothing. I wasn't doing none of that. I'm just like, bitch, I eat. Okay? I was on my Seeky back then. Like, bitch, I eat. Let's get it. So I done beat the girl head in, right? I ain't touched her stomach, thank God. I didn't know there was a kid in there. So, he tried to run into the 7-Eleven and tell them to call the police. I done finally got him up off my leg on this door. So I done hopped out. Now I done started beating his ass. So he ran into the 7-Eleven. I ran in behind him and started hitting him with shit in the store. I'm hitting him with chip racks and whatever is right there that I can grab. I'm hitting him with shit. So the little lady at the little thing called 911 or whatever. So I ran. That's what I do. I run from the cops, bitch. You're gonna do your job, bitch. You gonna chase me. That's what you gonna do. Fuck you talking about. Duh, I ain't waiting on you. So I jump back in the car with my homegirl. I'm like, yo, go, 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 go. So her husband is skeeted out. We roll out. We go back to my because we both lived in the same apartment complex or whatever. We go back. Was my baby with me? I'm trying to remember if my oldest son was with me. He was like 2 or getting ready to turn 2. No, he was 2. May, June. Yeah, he had just turned 2. My baby might have been with his granddaddy. I think he was with his granddaddy. My baby daddy's dad, I think. Because I don't remember my son being there when all this shit happened. But anyways, so we peel out and I'm like, bitch, I'm staying out at your house because, of course he gonna get in my address or whatever. So, boom. I go over to my homegirl house. I'm in the house. I'm fucking crying. Now I can't eat. I'm stressed the fuck out. I don't know what's going on. He calling he calling my homegirl's cell phone because I'm not answering. He calling my homegirl's cell phone. Yeah, tell that B, fuck her. F that baby. That ain't my baby. This is my baby. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, baby? What the fuck he talking about, baby? She was like, oh, yeah, that bitch pregnant. I'm like, oh, come on, bruh. I'm like, she pregnant? She's like, yeah, bitch. When I was up at the job, the girl told me she was 8 months pregnant. I said, we both 8 months pregnant? I was like, oh, this nasty penis bastard. I'm like, oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. So I'm like, bitch, where he at? Ask him where he at. I want to go beat his ass again, right? But that was the young person inside of me, the young little, wicked little thing that was going on inside of me at the time. But listen, when I talk to a young lady and she asks me for advice or she tells me, oh, my boyfriend is doing this or my husband is doing this and that and da-da-da, I don't sit down with her and be like, oh, let me run this story down for you, what happened to me in my life. I don't do that. Y'all thumbs up this video for me, please. Girl, you need popcorn for all my stories. Popcorn in a shot. Okay? All my stories need popcorn in a shot. Okay? A beverage, something. Y'all need something for these stories all the time. So anyways, later on, a couple of years later, I ended up finding out that when I would leave and go and stay the night at my cousin's house, because I used to hustle back in the day. When I would go and stay the night at my cousin's house, so I could hustle on her side of town when my side of town would get hot. I would go over on the east side because I'm a west side girl. I would go over on the east side. My older cousin, will go over to my fucking house and pretend like she helping my baby daddy with my baby, and this bitch was over here sucking and fucking and dropping it like it was hot with the nigga. Right? But anyways, I done found out me and this girl 8 months pregnant. So I'm over here like, okay, so like, who baby is it? Like, is this his baby or what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, can we get a DNA test? Because at this point, I don't know what the fuck going on. So Right then and there, I decided I just wasn't dealing with the nigga no more. I wasn't fucking with him. I wasn't dealing with him. Nigga, you nasty. You got a nasty penis. You over here trying to get me sick. How do you know this girl ain't got the cooties? Like, what, you know what I'm saying? Like, did y'all go to the clinic before y'all did? Like, for real? Like, that's how I felt about it, right? And I think right then, I decided that anybody who was disloyal to me didn't deserve to have me in their world. Okay, at that point, that's when I decided. Now, mind you, I'm all of what, 19 at that time? How old was I? I had just turned 20. Let me see, 2000. Yes, I had just turned 20. Yes, I had just turned 20 that March. My oldest son turned 2 that May, and then I had my second oldest son that June. So I was like a couple months into 20. And at that point was when I decided that before I got into a relationship with anybody ever again, I was going to make sure that I paid attention to signs, because then it started to hit me like, oh, there was signs here. Like, there were things that was happening that you just didn't catch, young lady. Like, there was so much language. There were so many behaviors. There were so many things that was going on. Like, I never forget one night I came home from work. This is the first time this shit had ever happened. I came home from work and I sat down on the couch. You know how you put your bag on the counter and you take your shoes off and you sit down on the couch, and I'm big and pregnant. And I sit down on the couch and something is tickling my neck, and I go and reach and I pull, and I'm pulling this. There's a long red hair, like a white woman's hair, on me. He was like, yeah, that's probably from us working and shit. You know, we be around everybody. And I'm like, yeah, not thinking nothing of it, right? But it was a few of these things that, you know, I found on my couch. Child, this man had this girl all up in my fucking apartment and everything, y'all. I worked at the graveyard shift at the gas station. He had this fucking lady in my apartment. This girl knew... This shit was so dangerous, y'all. This girl knew my first name. She knew my last name. She knew where I worked at. She knew what I looked like. She knew what I drove. This girl, when I tell you, if this girl wanted to out me, if this lady wanted to take me off Earth, she could have took me completely off the planet, and I would have never even knew what the fuck was going on. I'm going to tell you another red flag. I went into this gas station, not the gas station I work at. I went into the gas station up the street from my house where I caught them at, where I beat their ass at. Well, where I caught them at. I beat their ass at another gas station, but I go to the gas station one day and it's like 3 people in front of me, and this redhead girl, the same girl who ass I beat, there was 3 people in front of me. She served all the 3 people in front of me, and then when I walked up, she walked away. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm not talking about like walk away, let me go over here, wash my hands real quick, put on some gloves. No, she walked the fuck off. Like, she went in the back. And I'm standing here, and then another girl comes out to serve me, and I'm over here like, okay, like, is this shift change or something? Not thinking nothing of it. And then another day, I was with my baby daddy, and we was getting gas. And I don't know if they still do this, but back in the day, like, if you was at the pump and something was going on, you could press this little button, and the attendant could talk to you. So we was standing at the pump, and the clerk said something. I'm sitting in the car though, and the music is on. And I hear her say something over the little intercom thing. So I turned the music down. I'm like, what'd she say? He was like, oh, nah, she was just telling me to go ahead and pump. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I turned the music back on, not thinking nothing of it. But, like, she said, like, the bitch was coming for me, like, in my face. And I didn't even know, like, the girl wanted to smoke with me. And I didn't know. Okay? So this is the type of shit. Like, when you talk to older women, us older women have some stories for your ass that some of y'all would be blown. If you heard these stories, you would be like, there's no fucking way that this is real. See, the only difference between y'all and us, y'all got social media. Y'all got the internet. Y'all got YouTube and TikTok where y'all can get them and be like, okay, story time. Let me tell you what happened. Let me tell you how he did this and he got caught doing that. We didn't have that. All of this shit was word of mouth when I was coming up in the 90s and all that shit. This was word of mouth type shit. You feel me? So these are the type of stories. And that ain't even child of shit with my husband was... I can tell y'all some stories. Y'all be like, bitch, no. Okay? But what I'm saying is, ladies, if an older woman is trying to tell you something, trust inside of yourself that this lady knows something that she's not sharing with you. She probably not gonna sit you down and be like, oh, let me tell you the whole story, everything that happened with my ex-man or my baby daddy or my husband or blah, 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 blah. But these women have some stories for your ass. I have a cousin Oh, God, y'all. I got a cousin that's still alive to this day. The guy she married put 2 bullets in her skull. She's still alive. She's walking around with 2 bullets in her skull right now, today. And then people want to look at her crazy when she run around here ready to go upside one of these dudes' head the first time they trigger her and make her feel like they playing in her face. But she was a sweetheart to the man who tried to unalive her ass. He put 2 of them in her head. 2. They got one of them out, the other one they couldn't touch it. So it's still there. Okay? So if you young ladies want to do y'all thing and think that y'all know more than us and think that we jealous of y'all, then you know what? Have at it. You got auntie permission to go on head out here in this world and get them speed knots on your head if that's what you need. Okay? But in the meantime, I'm finna pull a couple cards and I'm finna ask Spirit what's gonna be the outcome if y'all don't start listening, because these men about to amp up this aggression towards us. So I want to see what's gonna happen to the ones who do decide to listen and the ones who don't listen. I want to know what the outcome gonna be, and I want to know if Spirit is gonna give us safety, because I watched a video yesterday of a group of people that was outside of a house party. They was young people, probably like teens up to like 20 somethings or whatever. And this girl was standing with a group of guys. There was a bunch of kids outside, and this girl was standing with this group of guys, and one of the guys pulled out his blicky and started blicking, and the other dude pulled his blicky out and started blicking. And y'all, I swear to God, when they slowed the fucking video down, literally the bullets were passing through the girl. Like they were going pow, pow, bang, bang across from each other. She was in the middle of this shit. This girl didn't get hit one fucking time. So I want to know what Spirit them finna do. I want to see what's about to happen to us ex-exes who decide to listen and those who don't. The ones who don't listen. Well, no, actually, the ones who do listen. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, y'all. The ones who do listen, what's going to be the outcome for the ex-exes, the women who do decide to listen? Flip them. All right, cool. The women who do decide to listen. Damn. We're going to be watching a lot of tower moments, y'all. Y'all see that eye at the top of that tower? We're going to be watching, ladies, the ones who do decide to listen, who do decide to pay attention, and who decide to take heed to what's going on. Y'all about to witness a lot of tower moments. Oh, boy. Some of these going to be our family members, y'all. Some of us going to be watching other women in our families who don't listen being hurt here. Wow. We got the 2 of Pentacles. Some of y'all going to be getting smooth out the way. That's what I'm talking about, Spirit. Get us the fuck out of here. We ain't got time for this shit. Hey, baby. Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so Spirit is saying for the exes, the ex-exes, meaning us ladies who do decide to take heed to these messages and listen and kind of keep ourselves safe from all of this nonsense that's going on. They are going to provide us a point and a way out. Okay, they're gonna provide us a point and a way out. One, the Ace and the Deuce of Pentacles. Okay, so that's what Spirit is saying. We're gonna be watching a lot of tower moments. I feel like some of these are gonna be from afar. Like we're gonna be watching shit on social media. We're gonna be watching TikToks of things happening. Also, there's this app that I found that I got put onto by somebody. There's you know how YouTube likes to censor a lot of the videos, like they censor the unaliving videos and all that type of stuff. I know it's a sensitive thing, but there's this app called Scoops, SCOOPZ, where they don't censor it, bitch. I've been on that motherfucker. Listen, I've been on that damn app going crazy. None of the fights is censored. If somebody get the pow pow bang bangs, they show that shit. I've been on them. Okay, for the ones who listen, we also have the World card here. Okay, and this is a cycle of completion. This is Spirit saying that good job, young lady. Okay, you've done what you're supposed to be doing, so I'm going to go ahead and provide you a way out of here and a coin. So that first movement, remember when I did that reading and everybody started jumping up and running away? And you sent some of them folks back to the Uta. What was that about? Was it the wrong people leaving? Was that what that was about? Was those the wrong people leaving? I heard you, big mom. Wow. Yeah. Some of them was the wrong people leaving. Some of them was supposed to be right here and to hold it down and grind it out. Yeah. Some of them was the wrong people. Oh, well, that's interesting. All right, so the young ones, the young ladies who decide to not listen, what's going to be the outcome? Wow, look at Spirit. We got the King of Swords, and we have Temperance. Spirit is still trying to give them a chance. Still. Right now, the ones who are not listening are receiving grace right now. Wow, they got the Moon. Yeah, because, wow. Forgive them for they know not what they do. But some of them do, though. Some of them just refuse. Like, willful ignorance is... What about the willfully ignorant? What about the willfully ignorant? What about the willfully ignorant? Because the ones that don't know what they're doing, that's one thing. Okay, yeah. They go to willfully ignorant, turning their back, acting like they don't see what the fuck going on. What about them? What's the outcome for them not listening? Wowzers. This is Seven of Swords, yo. Well, I mean, they gonna get snuck up on. Shit. That's what it look like to me. They gonna get snuck up on. This shit gonna sneak up on their ass. And they either gonna be forced to listen or they gonna have to deal with whatever this person finna do with these fucking swords they holding over here. There's a lot of swords, child. Let me show y'all the front of it. So y'all can see what your girl talking about. We know we don't use swords no more. Y'all know what everybody use now. Shit. Wow. They ain't gonna be able to get nowhere. No matter how hard they work, they ain't gonna be able to get nowhere. So ladies, I know this probably gonna be hard for some of them. Okay. Excuse me. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I don't understand this, but it's definitely been a while. Because I don't really surround myself with anything or anybody these days. I just don't. Okay. But let's say you got a younger sister or an older sister or your mom or your cousin or, your favorite, this person, your best friend or whatever. They just not feeling this whole we in danger type shit. They like, girl, I ain't going to get no weapon. I ain't doing that. If I do that, that means I'm accepting it. I ain't doing. Y'all gonna have to detach. Y'all heard of guilty by association? That's what this shit look like to me. It look like some of y'all gonna end up in trouble if y'all don't isolate yourself from these situations. Y'all gonna have to stay away from some of these people because some of these young ladies, just by simply falling in love, it's look like it's becoming dangerous. I hate to say that, but the biggest threat to a woman right now in 2025 is her partner or somebody that she knows that is the opposite, sex of her, a man, her son, her brother, her dad, her boyfriend, her husband. Those are the biggest threats. So some of these women, you're going to have to kind of stay away from them. Like if they got a man in the house. I remember one time we were on here and there was this black lady. I was talking about like black businesses and why I won't put my money in a black bank right now. I mean, because I would like to do that at some point, but I just don't. And I don't mean to take shots at black women, but black women, as much as I love y'all, I don't trust y'all, man. And let me tell you why. I'll see a black woman. She'll be doing great, right? She'll have her little car. She'll have her business going. She'll have the money in the bank. She'll be getting it, right? Bitch be looking good, smelling good, doing her thing. She be getting it. And then all of a sudden, for some reason, I guess in her brain, she'd be like, well, the only thing I'm missing is a man. and she'll go get this dude and she'll bring this man up under her umbrella and give him a piece of her business or give him a job or something. And then I watch everything she worked for fucking crumble. I see it so much. And I'm not talking about just in 2025. Y'all, I have been watching this shit happen since I was a kid. I remember my own fucking mother, as brilliant as my mom was, y'all. This lady, when I tell you this lady, my mom was the fucking bomb.com. My mom was the type of woman that will piss you off. You be like, I can't hang around this bitch. This bitch got all the degrees. She got all the money. She owned all the houses. She's fucking super smart. This bitch is annoying. My mom was that. She was that bitch. Bro, this lady would have money. My mom would have money in the bank. She would be doing great. Everything would be going great. Her businesses would be going great. She'd have clients coming in for her lawyer shit. She'd have clients coming in for her hair company. The houses would be doing great. Nothing to be breaking. All of her kids behaving. Everything's going fucking great. And then all of a sudden, she want a fucking boyfriend. Here this nigga come. Next thing you know, shit breaking. People want to take her to court and sue her. You didn't do my hair right. My brother get to acting the fuck up. My sister get to acting the fuck up. She want to beat on me because of what they doing. Like, yo. As much as I love y'all black women, y'all got to get out of the goofiness when it comes to these men. Y'all have to. Y'all really, really fucking have to. I did 2 videos over on Patreon. I had to take off them over here on YouTube because I know they was getting ready to get me. Because everybody that was around me, they was getting them at the time. I did one, are black women spiritually flawed? And another one, are black women mentally flawed? And let me tell you something. In them 2 videos that's over there on Patreon, baby, Big Mama them over there snitching on y'all ass. Big Mama is over there telling all y'all motherfucking family secrets over there, honey. Cause child, when I tell you Big Mama them getting up in y'all motherfucking business and exposing y'all, that shit y'all got going on, that black male worship that Miss G coined and told us that that's what the fuck that shit was. I'm gonna tell you where it come from. I'm gonna tell you where it come from. And I'm about to tell y'all this too, because I told y'all I was gonna tell y'all this stuff on Patreon, but I'm gonna tell you on here because since we on here, fuck it. I'm going to tell you where black male worship come from. You want me to tell you where black male worship come from? It comes from religion. That's where it comes from. Y'all have been taught that you are nothing and you're beneath the man and you're here to be his helpmate and there's no other place for you except to give birth to his children and cook his food and do what he tells you to do because he's the leader, even though you're the first teacher and you're the one that the baby needs to suckle on your nipples. I mean, we ain't talking about now in the infant age, but before they came out with this fake ass rocket fuel to feed your kids that they call milk, your children had to suckle off your breast in order for them to survive in the world. That you're the first one to teach them anything. You cook for them. You do the cleaning. You do this and you do that. You're the ones who help the kids with the homework. You're the one with the degree. A lot of y'all boyfriends can't fucking read or write or count. Stop playing. Okay? But he's supposed to be fucking leading you somewhere. And they have literally took your greatness. The only thing that can heal this planet is feminine energy. I hate to be the one to tell you. You know how I know? Because y'all done put the women on the bottom and look at the world. Look at it. All you gotta do is open your fucking eyes. All you gotta do is open your fucking eyes. Look at the world with the women on the bottom of society. It is literally destructing right before our fucking eyes. The world is turning into shit because the women are on the bottom. Y'all give Shelly the Cash App, please. I don't know why y'all not posting it, mods. What y'all doing? Okay? And because us women we have bought into this narrative that I'm here to help my husband. I've seen women, this is no bullshit, y'all. I have seen women cash in their 401k and give their husbands 10, 15, 20,000, 30, 40, 50,000 dollars to start a business, and that man will fucking ruin it. He will take that fucking money and ruin it. And then want to beat her ass when she say, what you doing with the money? What you doing, Rodney? That ain't right. My Cash App is $Nuworld Tarot. I don't know why they didn't tell you. It's Nuworld the way it's spelled on here. Mods, can y'all please put the Cash App up? They asking for the Cash App. Please put it up. But yeah, like, what the fuck? You feel me? Like when did we accept that it's okay for us to be on the bottom of society when literally men can't exist without you? He has to come through your body in order to get here. What the fuck? Are we serious? And I'm going to say something that's going to be very controversial. The reason why I wanted to say it on Patreon, because I know a lot of people was going to get mad. But I'm going to tell you who the first red pillar is in the Bible. And some of y'all about to get pissed off, but I really don't give a fuck. Whoever the ones that wrote that book and claimed that it was God that did it. Listen to Paul. Go and read the book of Paul. And all the books that Paul wrote. And Paul will tell you that he didn't say God said. He said, I suffer not a woman to teach. When a woman is on her menstrual cycle, she is deemed dirty. She should be separated from the church for 7 days. She is unclean. Basically, he's saying the bitch always unclean, because how the fuck, if you on your menstrual cycle for 7 days and then you unclean for the 7 days before and the 7 days after, that means you don't leave 1 week out the motherfucking month that your motherfucking ass is supposed to be a clean person. All the rest of the time, he's saying, bitch, you dirty. That's what Paul said. He said, you ain't even smart enough to teach him shit. Bitch, sit down and shut the fuck up. He said the women should be separated in the congregation. Bitch, you go over there and shut the fuck up. And men, we go over here and we tell everybody what the fuck to do according to the word of God. And that's the way it's supposed to go. That's what Paul said. But you got women that's out here ready to fight and die about this religion, and they don't even know what the religion is saying about them. They don't even know what the fucking religion is saying about them. Okay? This is after Belladonna. After he became a prophet for God. After he got blinded and fell off the horse and all of that shit, and then he started becoming a soldier for God. This was after that. This is when people started actually listening to his fucking teachings. Is when Paul said this shit. I'll never forget when I was dealing with them Hebrew Niggerites. One day, we was at one of the little Sabbath day ceremony things where you go and you sit and you listen to these bitches brainwash you with the Bible and shit. And I was like, because me and the ladies was just sitting, like, it was almost like the ladies, we would be in a corner somewhere whispering, like, girl, these niggas dumb as fuck. Damn, this shit is stupid. These motherfuckers stupid as a bitch, right? I don't know why, right? We would never say it out loud, but we was whispering. I'm like, I don't feel like we should be whispering. Like, if we feel like they fucking stupid, and they just fucking stupid. Like, this shit is weird. So one day, I was talking to the guy, one of the guys who was mentoring me at the time. And I said, I don't know. I feel a little bit out of place here. I said, this don't feel right. I said, I keep getting this hunch and this feeling that I'm supposed to be doing something bigger than this. Like, I'm supposed to be helping people. I'm supposed to be doing something. It is dealing with healing. I don't know. I've always felt, because I told you I wanted to be a doctor. I always felt like my job was to, like, heal people somewhere in some type of way. And when I asked him, I said, well, what do I do in the congregation? This motherfucker, just as bold as a lion, huffed his chest up at me and said, the way you help God is you sit there and you be quiet. A woman is supposed to learn in silence. I said, oh, is that right? Alrighty then. Okay, well, I guess this is probably not the place for me. And I didn't say that to him because I'm smart enough to know better. But I was like, oh, okay. I said, but this is what these people are doing. They want the women to sit down and shut up. And let me tell y'all something. That whole experience with them Hebrew Niggerites was a whole shit show. I remember they had a camping trip. They were supposed to be teaching us how to shoot bow and arrows and march and fish and excuse me, pitch tents and shoot, and it was supposed to be like this boot camp thing where we all went out in the woods, and you know, they were supposed to be teaching us how to do all the stuff, right? There were like guys there who knew martial arts. They're gonna teach us that. We're supposed to be learning all this stuff. Y'all, why the fuck these motherfuckers done went out in the woods, and when I tell you it was a whole orgy out there, when I tell you it was y'all, it was a whole orgy out there in them fucking woods. Do you hear me? People was out there getting pregnant. Motherfuckers was sleeping with people that was supposed to be married to other motherfuckers. That shit was a shit show. Girls was out there licking on each other. Dudes was out there busting each other down. That shit was crazy. It was fucking crazy. And they were like, no, this between the family. This between the family. Y'all remember what happened in the house? Stay in the house. I was like, nah, y'all, there's some demonic shit going on over here is what the fuck this is. You motherfuckers is trying to put on fake. Now, when them cameras come on, oh, shit, what? You can't tell them motherfuckers shit when them cameras come on, baby. Them cameras come on, they standing there, they got their garments on, they all fresh to death, they standing there in unison, yes, in Jesus' name, in Christ, Yahweh, and all that other shit. Oh, yeah, that make you think you done turned on some shit if you see them motherfuckers on camera. But, baby, when them cameras go off, honey, shit, you talking about messy? That shit is messy. That shit is, that shit with them Hebrew child, that shit is, it was some mess going on. It was some mess going, where women was getting beat. If you don't believe me, go join them motherfuckers and then start sticking around with them. You'll see. You'll see. Go on over there and join them. Go on over there and join them motherfucking ass. Okay? Go ahead. But anyways, yeah, it just looked to me like, ladies, you know, because I'm not looking at this from the whole spectrum. Like, I already know what the guys are about to do. They're going to keep doing, they're going to keep getting worse as guys. I already know that. And I already did a video about the karma of, you know, the men for the red pill, you know, stuff and all that. So we already know what's up with that. I'm just going to tell y'all that stay away from people that you know are still brainwashed with this whole my man, I love them. Ain't no reason for me to be feeling no certain type of way about no man. That's my son. That's my daddy. That's my brother. That's my husband. They got that type of attitude. You need to limit your time that you spend around people like that. They are dangerous because they are in danger and they don't know that they are. And I would hate for you guys to be in the vicinity with them and end up getting the bad end of karma or whatever sentence they're going to receive because you don't know how to disassociate yourself from certain people at certain times. Okay. And that's a great question, Shelly. You said, why do women believe we need to be led by who, and why can't we grow and lead ourselves? I'm going to tell you why. Because women have bought into everything that a man has told them. Because they believe that their origin is them being cursed and led, they believe now that they don't know how to exist without a leader. Look at what they did when that young Pharaoh boy got big. What were they saying? He the new Messiah. He the new Christ. He the new Malcolm X. He the new leader. He gonna lead the black people to freedom. Remember that? Now look at Pharaoh. He run around here on the internet hiding a desi bug. I don't know what the fuck they done put in his weed and his drink, but that boy gone. That boy gone. They don't need to put him in jail or clone him. That nigga gone. Pharaoh mind is gone, child. That nigga ain't gonna never be the same no more. I don't know what they did to that boy, but that boy is gone. Do you hear me? But let me tell you a little secret. Let me tell you a little fucking secret. They did the same thing to the leaders back in the day. All them Black Panther niggas that they didn't unalive, they gave them drugs. And they gonna keep using the same recipe because the same recipe work on the same dummies. They know what to do to them. They know exactly what to do to them. Give them some booty and a little bit of drugs and you got them. You could dismantle them motherfuckers one by one. Ain't nothing to it. Easy to fucking dismantle. Easy. easy to fucking dismantle. They're the easiest people to dismantle. Go and read the literature on what happened to the Black Panthers. Some of them were unalived, and the other ones ended up on fucking drugs. They ended up being geekers. They ended up on D-rugs, y'all. Some of the best of the best. Look at Tupac's mother, Afeni Shakur. This woman went and fought the feds in court defending her own fucking self and won against the motherfuckers. And she ended up on drugs. And she was in the Black Panther organization, y'all. That's what they did. They used drugs. Drugs and bitches. I ain't gonna say what nationality they was. Go read it your goddamn self. Y'all ain't finna get mad at me. Go read it. They're using the same tactics. They either throw them in jail or put them on drugs. It keep working, so they keep doing it. I don't see the men being strong enough to fight this good fight, ladies. I just don't see it happening. I feel like we have been in servitude to whatever powers are ruling the earth for over 500 fucking years. If they haven't changed anything yet, I hate to tell you, but ain't nobody coming to save y'all. If y'all think that some man, I don't give a fuck what you want to call him, okay? I don't give a fuck what name you want to attach to him. I don't care if y'all want to call him Jesus or Yahweh, Yahweh or Jesus or whatever the fuck. Allah or Buddha or whatever the fuck. If you are waiting for a man to come and save you, ma'am, your ass is in trouble. It been 500 motherfucking years and ain't nobody came and got your ass yet. You gonna keep waiting? You gonna keep waiting? Or you gonna get your ass up and save yourself? Because to be real, that's the only option you really got, boo. That's the only option you really have. Save yourselves or sink. Okay? And we out.